The Honourable Pesatara Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Well, Mr. Speaker, that was the speech of the day from the Chief Whip on the government benches. And after 7.5 years on the government benches, that's the sort of enthusiasm and passion and excitement that this government brings to bear. And I'm just glad Dr Coleman's in the House, because I thought he was about to collapse under the weight of that speech. But, Mr. Speaker, this budget is Bill English's 8th budget. It's a budget that focuses on the issues that matter to New Zealanders. And what are those issues, sir? Well, in Maungakeke, where I come from, the issues that New Zealanders want to hear about, not de facto relationships between parties across the aisle. They want to know about jobs, sir. So here is the government's record on jobs. 2.4 million people today are employed in this country. 2.4 million. That is the most, sir, than at any other time in our history. And I'm proud of the fact that there are 130,000 Pacific people employed today. That is the most at any time in our history, sir. And we've created in the last 3 years, 200,000 jobs. That's 200,000 families that are being looked after, clothed, fed, and being educated, sir. This economy is growing, sir, and it's growing at the rate of 2.8% per annum, year on year. That's the sort of growth that New Zealanders want. That's the sort of growth that New Zealanders expect, and that's the sort of growth, sir, that will support our communities out there in New Zealand. Sir, we do this. This growth appears not just by accident. It appears through careful, considered approach by the Minister of Finance alongside the other economic ministers, and it's done through trade agreements. And we know that TPP is an agreement that will benefit all New Zealanders. But the Labour Party won't support that. The Green Party won't support that, because they know that what's good for New Zealand they will argue against. They are the parties of no, and that's why as we grow the economy, we also grow the ability of our government to support those in need. And that's why over the next 4 years, and I'm proud of the work that the Minister of Health, Jonathan Coleman, is doing, because the spending on health will go up by $2.2 billion. But it's not just about the increase in spending, which is over $4 billion more than the Labor government ever put into health under Annette King. It's about the quality of spending. It's about the quality of spending on things like the disability support services. Proud of the fact there are $169 million more being put into that. We also know that bowel screening is a really important thing for New Zealanders, and that's why we're investing $39 million, that's right, $39 million into bowel screening, and it's taking effect in the coming years. Sir, as Associate Minister of Health, I'm proud of the fact that we did raise taxes on tobacco, 10% for the next 4 years, year on year. 10%, and what that will do, sir, and we've seen it over the last few years, where the last 5 years we've got 37,000 less people smoking. 37,000 less people smoking, and that's saving lives. That's saving lives, it's promoting the health of all New Zealanders, and these are the sorts of measures that as a package are improving the well-being of New Zealanders. Sir, and Hekia Parata is in the House, and we know that the continued investment into early childhood education is good for our children. We know these are the issues that matter for New Zealanders, sir. We know that these are the things that make a difference in our communities, and that's why we stand by the Honourable Bill English in supporting this budget, and that's why this government continues to be a popular government. Thank you.
The Honourable Annette King.